During Hollywood's golden eras, fame was more than stardom. It was currency. The world didn't just watch these actresses on screen. It followed how they dressed, how they moved, and how they defined beauty itself. Lingerie brands understood this power early on. By placing their designs on the bodies of Hollywood's most desired women, they transformed intimate garments into global symbols of glamour. What appeared on screen and in carefully staged photographs quickly turned into million-dollar sales. These lingerie pieces didn't just shape silhouettes, they built fortunes. In return, the stars themselves became living advertisements, earning enormous wealth and influence. Tonight, we step back into that hidden alliance between beauty, fame, and money, and uncover how Hollywood icons and lingerie empires quietly built one of the most profitable relationships in entertainment history. Marilyn Monroe. In the early 1950s, Marilyn Monroe did something no marketing campaign could replicate. She turned lingerie into a multi-million-dollar engine of desire. Through pin-up photographs, studio portraits, and carefully staged publicity images, Monroe appeared wearing satin corsets, structured bras, and form-fitting slips closely associated with Fredericks of Hollywood-style designs. There was no public endorsement contract, yet the impact was immediate. Retailers reported that corsets and push-up bras, inspired by Monroe's look, sold out repeatedly across the United States. Industry estimates suggest that between 1953 and 1955, lingerie lines driven by her image generated millions of dollars in sales, an extraordinary figure for the post-war era. Monroe didn't simply model lingerie, she transformed it into a symbol of confidence, fantasy, and aspiration. By wearing it, she convinced women they weren't just buying underwear, they were buying a piece of Hollywood glamour itself. Following Marilyn Monroe, Jayne Mansfield became the most aggressive and commercially effective lingerie icon of the late 1950s. Unlike Monroe's soft glamour, Mansfield leaned fully into exaggerated curves and overt sexuality. She frequently appeared in extreme push-up bras and tightly laced corsets strongly associated with Fredericks of Hollywood, both in publicity photos and high-profile public appearances. Mansfield openly embraced these looks, turning herself into a walking advertisement. The result was immediate. Push-up bras and deep plunge corsets marketed in her image reportedly sold out in major cities, particularly Los Angeles and New York. Trade publications of the era estimate that Fredericks generated several $1 million in additional sales during Mansfield's peak years. Mansfield proved that lingerie could be loud, provocative, and unapologetically commercial, helping cement Fredericks' reputation as the boldest lingerie brand in Hollywood. Jane Russell. Before lingerie became openly provocative, Jane Russell defined its power through strength, structure, and confidence. In the late 1940s and early 1950s, Russell was closely associated with supportive bras and shaping girdles produced by brands like Playtex and Warner's, designed to control and enhance a fuller figure for the camera. Her on-screen presence demanded lingerie that could withstand intense studio lighting, long shooting hours, and dramatic movement. And these designs delivered. After Russell's rise to stardom, retailers reported sharp increases in sales of reinforced bras and waist-shaping undergarments marketed as Hollywood-tested. Industry estimates suggest these product lines generated millions of dollars in sales throughout the 1950s, especially among women seeking a strong, mature glamour rather than pin-up fantasy. Jane Russell proved that lingerie didn't have to be fragile to be desirable. It could be powerful, functional, and unapologetically confident, just like the woman wearing it. Bettie Page. In the mid-1950s, Bettie Page became the face of a different kind of lingerie power, underground, rebellious, and massively influential. Unlike traditional Hollywood actresses, Page dominated pin-up photography, wearing lace corsets, high-waisted briefs, bullet bras, and provocative lingerie sets closely aligned with Fredericks of Hollywood-style designs. Her images circulated through magazines, mail-order catalogs, and private collections, reaching millions of Americans outside the studio system. The commercial impact was undeniable. Corsets and fetish-inspired lingerie, inspired by Bettie Page, reportedly sold at unprecedented levels, with Fredericks and similar retailers seeing dramatic spikes in mail-order revenue, estimated at several $1 million by the late 1950s. Bettie Page proved that lingerie didn't need Hollywood approval to sell. It needed bold imagery and cultural tension. She turned taboo into profit and reshaped how lingerie could be marketed for decades to come. Rita Hayworth. In the 1940s, Rita Hayworth represented a refined, studio-polished form of lingerie influence. Known for her elegant yet intensely sensual screen presence, Hayworth was frequently styled in classic bras, structured girdles, and smooth satin slips, supplied by studio-approved brands such as Warner's. These garments were designed to create a flawless silhouette under tightly tailored gowns and dramatic lighting. After the release of her most iconic films and publicity images, retailers noted a sharp rise in demand for Hollywood silhouette lingerie, especially girdles and smoothing bras marketed to recreate Hayworth's figure. Industry analysts of the era estimated that lingerie lines inspired by her look generated millions of dollars in nationwide sales throughout the 1940s. Rita Hayworth showed that lingerie didn't need to be provocative to be powerful. It only needed to promise elegance, control, and the illusion of effortless glamour. Ava Gardner. In the early 1950s, Ava Gardner embodied a darker, more sensual form of glamour, one that translated directly into lingerie sales. Her image was closely tied to soft-cut bras, satin slips, and low-cut body-skimming lingerie associated with Maidenform and other Hollywood-approved manufacturers. Unlike heavily structured corsets, Gardner's look emphasized natural curves and fluid movement, a style many women found both attainable and seductive. Following her rise in films like The Killers and Mogambo, lingerie marketed as natural fit or Hollywood soft silhouette saw a noticeable surge in demand. Trade reports from the period suggest that Maidenform-style lines inspired by Gardner generated millions of dollars in sales during the mid-1950s. Ava Gardner proved that restraint could be just as profitable as exaggeration, selling lingerie through mystery, confidence, and understated sex appeal. Elizabeth Taylor. By the late 1950s and into the 1960s, Elizabeth Taylor represented luxury, excess, and unmistakable star power, qualities that translated directly into lingerie sales at the high end of the market. She was frequently photographed wearing silk slips, lace-trimmed bras, and custom-made corsetry associated with European couture houses and Hollywood lingerie ateliers rather than mass brands. While these pieces were not sold under her name, manufacturers quickly released Elizabeth-inspired lingerie lines, emphasizing rich fabrics, deep necklines, and jewel-toned colors. Retailers reported strong demand among affluent consumers seeking sophistication rather than pin-up fantasy. Industry estimates indicate that luxury lingerie collections modeled after Taylor's image generated millions of dollars in premium sales worldwide. Elizabeth Taylor proved that lingerie could signify power and wealth, not just sexuality, turning intimacy into an expression of status and dominance. Mae West. Long before lingerie became openly marketed through pinup culture, Mae West understood its commercial power. In the 1930s, West built her entire screen persona around exaggerated curves, sharp wit, and unapologetic sexuality. She was closely associated with heavy corsets, waist-cinching girdles, and structured bras produced by American corsetry makers that later supplied Hollywood studios. West even insisted on custom-made undergarments to exaggerate her hourglass silhouette on screen. After her films and publicity appearances, corsets marketed as Hollywood waist or West-style shaping saw a dramatic rise in demand. Contemporary trade reports indicate that corsetry sales linked to her image reached millions of dollars nationwide during the Depression era. Mae West proved, earlier than anyone else, that lingerie could sell fantasy, dominance, and confidence, and that sex appeal, when controlled by the star herself, was enormously profitable.